Kodak Company is happy to bring you America's favorite family, the Nelsons. Ozzie, Harriet, David, and Ricky. They enjoy good times together, and like most of us, they enjoy them over again in pictures, in snapshots, and of course in their own home movies.
We sure do get a kick out of our home movies. Harriet and I wouldn't part with them for anything. And as time passes, they'll mean even more to Dave and Rick. It sure is a wonderful thing to have such a photographic record of your family. And nowadays, it really is easy. I've shot pictures with all of Kodak's Brownie movie cameras, and they're a cinch to use. So why not make your family movie stars?
Now you can save nearly $10 on Brownie movie cameras by Kodak. Ask your dealer to show them to you this week. And now Kodak invites you to enjoy The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
You know, I still don't see how we got roped into this thing.
Oh, it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, the singing will be a lot of fun. Why do we have to wait on tables, too?
Yeah, the women's club are giving the affair. Why don't they wait on the tables?
Well, it's all in the gay 90s spirit. Let's leave out the high finish. I'm getting a little hoarse. They call her frivolous Sal, a peculiar sort of a gal, with a heart that was mellow, an all-round good fellow, was my old Val. Your troubles, sorrow, and care, she was always willing to share. A wild sort of devil, but dead on the level, was my gal Sal. Do you think maybe we're overtrained? Why don't we try it just once more? And Butch, can you sing just a little softer? And Doc, maybe you sing a little louder. And Darb, sing a little better, huh, Darb?
After all, you know, this is my piano.
This time, right? I think the Women's Club ought to vote you a pension for making all these costumes.
I don't mind. Yours and Doc's are just about finished. I have a little more to do on Darby's and Butch Barton's. Ricky, did you find Mr. Darby's costume?
Yeah, I've got it on. Service, man.
Well, it's wonderful, dear. You look like the real gay 90s.
Oh, thank you. I think maybe I'll grow one of these myself. Hey, no eating on the job. I'm on a cookie break.
Be careful of that costume now. The scenes are only basted.
Who's in the quartet Saturday night?
Oh, Mr. Barton and Mr. Darby and Doc Williams and your father.
We're going to be waiters, too. That might be kind of difficult. There's quite an art, you know, to balancing those big, heavy trays.
And what's so difficult about it?
Well, there are ways and ways of carrying dishes. You can push them around on those little carts, or you could lug them around with two hands, but the real waiters balance them on one hand like this.
Well, you can probably do it, too.
As a matter of fact, it's a lot like a halfback running through a broken field. Handling one of those things just requires a little maneuverability and quick reflexes, ability to dodge here and there, keep your balance.
I don't see the connection.
Well, for instance, suppose I'm a waiter. And let's say this is a crowded restaurant with a lot of tables. Now, there are people sitting over here, people sitting over here. Now, I come through the swinging doors, move over this way, move around over this way. Somebody steps in front of me. That's my pop. All right, George, that's hilarious.
What are you doing over here? You waiting for a bus, too?
No, I was just going to go in the china shop. Do you want to join me?
No, I can't. I've got to get home. I must have just missed the bus. I've been waiting here for quite a little while. You know, Oz, I'm convinced those bus drivers just wait till they see me coming, then they give it the gas. What did you say you were going to get?
Well, I want to get a dish for Harriet. How's your voice? In good shape for the big night?
Oh, all right in the pink. Boy, how's yours?
Well, I don't know, Darb. I'm kind of worried about that big finish.
What are you worried about?
Well, that's easy for you to say. I have to sustain that high note at the end.
Oh, you'll make it. I have faith in you. What did you say you were getting, Harriet? A dish? One dish?
Yeah, we broke a dish at our house last night.
Who broke it?
Well, what difference does that make? Come on in with me.
I might just as well. Ozzie, I'm going to write a letter to the bus company about this awful service.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. May I help you?
My friend here.
Yeah, I'd like to replace a broken dish.
I see. Could you give me some idea of the pattern?
Yes, it was rather a large dish. My wife said she bought it here.
Well, why don't we take a look around and see if we can find anything that resembles it?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Who did you say broke the plate off?
I didn't say.
Was it David?
I didn't say.
Ricky?
No.
Harriet, maybe.
Darb, I'm sure this gentleman would rather have us finish our business and get out of here. He's not interested in who broke the dish.
Okay.
Who did break it?
And how did you break it off?
I'm perfectly willing to take the responsibility for one broken dish. Oh, wait, here we are. This green one with the gold border.
Oh, well, that didn't take long, did it?
How did you say you broke the plate off?
Well, why are you so interested, Darb?
I merely want to get the facts, that's all. After all, insurance companies can use statistics like that.
Well, I was just demonstrating to the boys the similarity between a football player running through a broken field and a waiter carrying a large tray of dishes.
I beg your pardon?
Well, just it requires the same dexterity, you see. Now, a waiter... Oh, for goodness sakes, Darb.
Well, don't look at me, Coach. After all, I was blocked out of the place.
Don't worry about it. It isn't very expensive.
Oh, well, nevertheless, I insist on paying for it.
Well, that's not what I'm concerned about. It just so happens that that's the last dish we have in that pattern.
Well, maybe I can glue the pieces together or something. Why don't you wrap it up and I'll take it with me.
All right.
Say, maybe you'd better gift wrap it, huh?
That's very funny.
Boy, I sure have to hand it to you, Oz.
Well, what are you talking about, Darb?
Well, after all, it isn't everybody who can break a dish and then replace it with another broken dish. Well, I sure hope you don't break anything tomorrow night.
I'm not going to break anything tomorrow night. This was just a coincidence, that's all.
Sure it was, but after all, now you're a two-time loser.
Well, so what?
Well, it'd be pretty embarrassing if you drop a tray full of dishes right in front of the whole women's club, and you know the old saying, everything happens in threes.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. That's a silly superstition. Look, you worry about your dishes tomorrow night, and I'll worry about mine.
All right, but I am willing to bet you break something else.
Okay, you've got a bet.
Well, here we are. Oh, that'll be $2 even, including the tax.
Oh.
Thank you.
My friend just said a silly thing. He said just because I broke two things, I was sure to break a third. It's a superstition. Well, come on, worrywart.
Well, you come in again sometime.
Thank you.
Hi,
Bob.
Hi.
Oh, present for me. How nice.
Oh, well, I bought it for you, but you won't like it.
Oh, don't be silly. I like everything you get from me. Oh, it rattles.
Yeah, it's a broken dish.
Oh, you wouldn't be kidding me, would you? No, I guess you wouldn't.
Darby told the man to gift wrap it, and he took him seriously.
Gee, what do we do with another broken dish?
Are you kidding? Now we've got a set.
What's this all about?
Well, I went down to the store to replace the dish I broke last night, and I accidentally broke another one, and so I thought I might be able to glue the pieces together. It's a real pretty dish. I figured we might be able to hang it on the wall or something.
What was it this time, an end run?
No, it was an accident.
Gee, Pop, that's 2 dishes in 2 days.
Look out.
For goodness sakes, you're as bad as Darby.
What about Darby?
Well, he has some silly superstition. If you break 2 things, you're bound to break a 3rd.
Well, 3 strikes and you're out, Pop.
Well, that's baseball. It's got nothing to do with it.
Well, football had a lot to do with it last night.
Well, Harry, that's an entirely different game.
Well, I always heard things come in 3s.
Oh, that's silly.
How about 3 on a match?
Well, that's just a commercial device to sell dishes. Or to sell... The whole thing is ridiculous.
Well, I hope so, because the women's club's going to have to pay for all the dishes you break.
Okay, we've all had our fun. Now, I broke a couple of dishes, and I'm not going to break any more. I'm not a person who goes around dropping things, and I'm not superstitious. Is dinner almost ready?
Yes, it is. Rick, would you take the salad, please?
Here.
Dave, you want to take those glasses?
Oh, well, here, I'll take something.
You take the napkins, dear.
Boy, that Darby gets some of the craziest ideas. Oh, Rick, would you pass me the butter, please? Thank you.
I'll hold it for you, Pop.
Some more coffee, dear?
Oh, yes, please.
I'll get it.
Well, for goodness sakes, boys, I'm not going to drop the cup.